Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. Well, I'm excited today because one person asked me in the comment section of another video if I would do a shop review, and I agreed I'll do that. And it's Grinta 2021's shop on Redbubble, and Grinta also has a red spreadshirt shop, but this one looks very similar, so I'll focus on Redbubble here today. And however, before I do this, before I jump into it, bear in mind I only started in November, so I'm still learning. I'm not a guru here or someone who's made thousands of sales already, so I'm still learning as well. But I've learned a lot already on my journey, which you know because I'm sharing that on this channel. So I guess it's always good to have someone else to have a look at your own shop. So just to get a bit of feedback, because normally you don't get that. So yeah, I'm happy to do this video. Thanks for allowing me to do this. And let's just start. So let's have a look at the banner first. So first of all, really good. You've got a banner, you've got a logo. What I would say is, however, that you want to think about having a consistent message on the logo and the banner. So you want to have a consistent brand image or message that you bring across. So what I see here is that there's two things. So first of all, I can't read what it says on the logo. Yeah, I can read Grinta, but I can't read what this says here. I think it says sportswear and then established, but I can't read that. So you might want to consider maybe increasing the size of this font here on your logo. Yeah. What you also may want to consider is you have to decide which font you're going for, I think, because you want to have this consistent brand message. So, if you see the Nike brand image, you immediately know it's Nike, yeah? Or the Star Wars font, you immediately know it's Star Wars. But here you've got two different font types, and you may want to think about, you need to decide on one to get the consistent message across. What I like on your banner, it already conveys the message of, outdoors, sports. You say here, challenge your limits, which I like. And because you do a lot of running and cycling designs, which is about outdoors and activity and sports. So I really like that. However, I think the font type needs to change. Just not because they are bad font types. It's really just to get the consistent message across. Now, let's continue. Next thing I see is you have 60 designs, and I think this is by far not enough. I mean, it says here you joined in January 2021, so of course you won't have many designs, but I think in order to make sales and consistent sales, you need to have a lot of designs online. So just keep on uploading, and you will see success. But I think especially on Redbubble, you have a lot of competition, because this is obviously the website where you have no entry barrier, so everybody can go there and upload. I think it's good to be on Redbubble because they are the biggest, print-on-demand website which is around there. But you need to have a lot of designs, yeah? So what you might want to consider, I mean, you already are on Spreadshirt, which is good, but you might want to consider maybe merch by Amazon as well, because it takes a while until you get to the next tier. So it is not a race, it's a marathon. And the earlier you start, the better. So I just recommend that you spread your designs onto various different platforms. So, however, yeah, 60 designs, a good start, but you need to get to 500, 1,000, maybe 2,000, and maybe ideally even more designs. So think about creating templates for your designs. That's just my opinion. And then you can scale them easily, and, maybe different colors, maybe a different image, maybe just a different slogan. When you have a good design, just change the slogan, and then you can easily create many more designs, which will then increase the chances that someone can find you on Redbubble, because you have so much competition. I think there is a lot. It's about volume, and there are so many people on Redbubble already that, some people spend hours and hours on one design, but it's just very hard for these people to actually be found. So I think you need to create good designs, which might not be perfect, but maybe, 90% perfect. But then you can create many more designs than if you spend 5 hours on one design, you can only create maybe one or two a day, maybe just one. And however, just make good designs and try to scale them and create a lot of designs. This is just a tip from me to create a lot of designs. So the designs themselves, I think they really work. I think the font types work pretty well. I think the colors work as well. I think the designs are good. The graphics are good. Honestly, I think they are really good. On some of them, the font is a bit too small, I would say. So I found one earlier, which is just here, for example, under mountain. I can't read that from here. No, I can't. So I would need to click on it, and many people don't do that. So when you scroll through all these pages or websites, and you see all these some thumbnails here, and then you have a few where you just can't read it, then you probably also don't click on it. So you want to make them nice and big and bold, like this one here, the bicycle one here. I think that's a good size. It can even be a bit smaller, but this one here, the blue font below mountain here, the blue text here, I can't read it. Now, what else? There was this one as well, the heartbeat. I think it's generally a good idea. There are many designs like that already, but it's good to have one as well yourself. But again, the text here, you can't read it. And I think it's also like a handwriting style font, and you might want to choose one which is easier to read and then a bit bigger. But besides that, I think you do a lot of good things here. You apparently made the conscious decision to put your the thumbnails just as a t-shirt, because t-shirts sell really well. So I think that was a good decision. Also, apparently you put those patterns here on masks, and you created some stickers as well, which is really good. Now, what I don't know is, do you put your designs only on t-shirts? I don't actually know. I think it looks like, maybe I'm wrong here. Oh no. Yeah, you've got the different products here. So, okay, 78 products. Okay, so you've got it on different products, which is really good. And I think you're doing a good job on putting them into the center. My tip here with the mug, I think you do make the same mistake that I made as well. You want to, when you upload it to a mug, you don't want to put it at the front here, because then on the thumbnail you can't see it. You need to move the design actually to the side so that it appears on this side here. Yeah, because when you drink it, when you hold the mug in your hand and you drink it, you won't see it if it's here. You will only see it if it's at the side. So you don't want to, like here, this is obviously the design and where you put it, you centered it. But I would recommend, don't put it in the center. Move it either to the right or the left, so that it appears on the thumbnail. And yeah, so you don't want to have it here. You want to have it on the side, because this is where it then will appear on the thumbnail as well. And if you think about it, probably many of the mugs that you have at home, they will have the design on the side as well, and not opposite of the handle. That's just one tip and a mistake I made as well. But maybe you want it like that, but it's just a tip that I think might increase your sales. And then you can see here the postcard. Obviously, you have this white border around it. And I think that happens because you do not use the size, the image size, or the PNG file size, which is optimized for Redbubble. But this is fine. I don't do that as well, because I upload to Merch by Amazon as well. But yeah, you can select, I don't know what it is, but there is a certain size of image that if you upload that, the postcards or greeting cards will look really good, because you don't have a white border around it then. But besides that, I think you do a really good job also on the masks here, that you selected the pattern. I think this is really good. And this also looks good as a sticker. Okay, so that's really good. You put them on all the products. I think that's a good decision, because the more products you have it on, the more choice is there for the customer. And then, yeah, I think generally there was one design which I actually really like, but maybe it was in your Spreadshirt shop. Have a look at that in a minute. And you already have one follower. That's obviously good. So on Redbubble, I think it just takes time. It takes time that you this is the product. This is the design. I mean, for some reason, I really like it. I really like the colors. I think I wanted to be free, so I became a runner. So I really like the design. Because you already see this is all about freedom. I don't know where you have this from. Let me know maybe where you got it from. It really looks good. At least I think so. Now what I would say, the I here should be capital. Just a tip here, maybe you want to change that. It should be a capital letter. But besides that, I think a really good job. And the only other thing I can tell you or recommend is that your niches are pretty wide. They're not very specific. So you have the running niche, then you have the cycling niche. So you may want to explore sub niches. Yeah. So it's like you have done this here. All I need is coffee and my bicycle. So coffee and bicycle is a bit more specific than just cycling. But you have a lot of about just running. And I think if someone looks for a running shirt, with all the competition, like here you've got runner, but with all the competition that is already on Redbubble, it's just highly unlikely that anyone will buy it. Not because it's a bad design, but because, there is just so much competition. You need to be a bit more specific, or you just need to have hundreds of running designs. But maybe there is something you can do about, you're a vegan runner, or a runner with a dog, something like that, or a running grandma, at least then you get into these sub niches, which might allow you to make more sales, purely because there's also less competition. And, the more specific you are, that's at least my experience here on print on demand, the better. Because if you just go into the running niche, there's just too much competition. But you can combine running with something else, and then this is a sub niche, and then you need to explore that further, and then you can really go into the sub niche and create a lot of designs just for this sub niche. What I also recommend is, at the moment you have pretty much, I think, two or three different niches. So it's about running, cycling. You have a bit of some dog designs here, but maybe you want to, especially in the beginning, you want to try different niches. So I recommend you go into a lot of different niches, and then you will find out which niche works for you, because maybe your designs just work in one niche and not so much in another one, because everybody has a unique style of creating the designs. And if you see that people who, for example, like cycling, well, they buy your designs, but maybe not people who like running. And then you can really focus on the cycling niche. And the more niches you explore, the better the chance is that you find a certain niche that works for you. That's just my opinion. And so in summary, I think really good job. I would say focus on creating more designs, change the font on your banner, rework maybe some of your designs, or for the future, consider making the font size a bit bigger and clearer on some of them, but most of them honestly are really good. And then go into more specific niches, and go into more different niches as well, so you have a chance to explore what works for you. That's my view. Obviously, you don't need to do that. It's just a tip or my view and my ideas. But besides that, I think you're in a good way. It's just about creating more designs. You already have good designs, but create more of them. So I hope you liked this. I hope it was useful. Let me know if you liked it. And if you did, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on my print on demand journey, then please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and see you in the next video. Bye.